Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a serious topic that affects millions worldwide: dementia. It's crucial to remember that dementia itself isn't a disease, but a group of symptoms impacting memory, thinking, and social abilities, often severely enough to interfere with daily life. Now, recognizing the early signs of dementia is absolutely crucial. Why? Because early detection allows for earlier intervention, which can make a world of difference in managing symptoms, slowing down progression, and improving the quality of life for both the individual and their loved ones. So in this video, we'll be discussing the top 10 warning signs of dementia that you absolutely shouldn't ignore. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding these signs can empower you to take action and seek help when needed. One of the most common and early signs of dementia is memory loss, especially forgetting recently learned information. Now, we've all been there, right? Forgetting where we put our keys or blanking on someone's name. But with dementia, this memory loss is persistent and worsens over time. Imagine forgetting important dates, events, or conversations repeatedly, even shortly after they happened. This can be a red flag. It's not just about forgetting where you parked your car. It's about forgetting you even drove in the first place. And it's not just about forgetting facts either. It can also involve forgetting how to do things you've done countless times before, like making your morning coffee or following a familiar recipe. Now, it's important to remember that occasional memory lapses are a normal part of aging. However, if you or someone you know is experiencing persistent and concerning memory problems, it's crucial to consult a healthcare professional for a proper diagnosis. Have you ever started cooking a familiar dish only to realize halfway through that you completely forgot a crucial step? Frustrating, right? Well, for individuals experiencing dementia, this can become a daily struggle. Tasks that were once second nature, like dressing, bathing, cooking, or even using everyday objects, can become increasingly difficult. Imagine struggling to button your shirt, use a can opener, or follow the steps to your daily routine. This difficulty stems from the changes happening in the brain, affecting cognitive function and motor skills. It's not simply a matter of forgetting how to do something. It's about the brain losing its ability to process and execute those familiar actions. If you notice a loved one struggling with tasks they used to perform effortlessly, don't dismiss it as a sign of aging. It's essential to approach the situation with empathy and encourage them to seek medical advice. We've all experienced those frustrating tip-of-the-tongue moments, right? You know the word, but you just can't seem to retrieve it. But for individuals with dementia, these language difficulties go beyond occasional forgetfulness. They might struggle to find the right words during conversations, call objects by the wrong names, or have trouble following along with what others are saying. Imagine having a conversation and feeling like you're constantly searching for words, or worse, not understanding what the other person is saying. This can be incredibly isolating and frustrating, both for the individual experiencing it and for their loved ones. It's essential to remember that these language difficulties are not a reflection of their intelligence or personality, but rather a symptom of the underlying condition. If you notice someone struggling to communicate effectively, be patient, offer support, and encourage them to seek professional help. Ever walked into a room and momentarily forgotten why you went there? We've all been there. But for individuals with dementia, disorientation can be a far more disorienting and frightening experience. Imagine getting lost in familiar surroundings, like your own neighborhood, or forgetting where you are and how you got there. This disorientation can extend to time as well, with individuals losing track of dates, days of the week, or even the season. This confusion stems from the changes in the brain affecting memory, spatial awareness, and cognitive function. It's not just about forgetting directions, it's about losing the ability to orient oneself in space and time. If you notice a loved one becoming increasingly disoriented or confused about their whereabouts, it's crucial to address the issue with compassion and seek professional guidance. We all make questionable decisions from time to time, right? But for individuals with dementia, poor judgment can become a persistent and concerning issue. Imagine struggling to make sound decisions, even about simple everyday matters like what to wear, what to eat, or how to manage money. This decline in judgment can have significant consequences, potentially putting their safety and well-being at risk. They might fall victim to scams, make unwise financial decisions, or neglect their personal care. It's essential to remember that this poor judgment is not a character flaw, but a symptom of the underlying condition affecting their cognitive abilities. If you notice a loved one exhibiting unusual or concerning judgment, approach the situation with sensitivity and encourage them to seek professional help. Abstract thinking allows us to understand complex ideas, solve problems, and engage in critical thinking, but for individuals with dementia, this ability can gradually decline, making everyday tasks surprisingly challenging. Imagine struggling to understand abstract concepts like metaphors or analogies, or having difficulty managing finances, planning events, or following multi-step instructions. Tasks that once seemed effortless can become increasingly difficult and frustrating. This decline in abstract thinking stems from the changes in the brain affecting cognitive function and information processing. It's not simply about forgetting information, it's about losing the ability to process and manipulate that information effectively. If you notice a loved one struggling with tasks requiring complex thinking, offer support, break down tasks into smaller, manageable steps, and encourage them to seek professional evaluation. We've all misplaced our keys or phone at some point, right? But for individuals with dementia, misplacing things becomes a frequent and often distressing occurrence. Imagine constantly searching for everyday items like glasses, wallets, or important documents, only to find them in unusual places like the refrigerator or the clothes dryer. This isn't just about forgetfulness, it's about the brain's ability to organize and retrieve information becoming impaired. This can be incredibly frustrating for both the individual and their loved ones. It's essential to remember that this behavior is not intentional or a sign of carelessness, but rather a symptom of the underlying condition affecting their memory and cognitive function. If you notice a loved one frequently misplacing items and placing them in unusual spots, approach the situation with patience and understanding, and encourage them to seek professional help. Everyone experiences mood swings from time to time, but for individuals with dementia, these shifts in mood and behavior can be more frequent, intense, and unpredictable. Imagine experiencing sudden bouts of anger, sadness, anxiety, or confusion, often without any apparent reason. These emotional changes can be incredibly challenging for both the individual and their loved ones to cope with. It's important to remember that these mood swings are not intentional or a sign of weakness, but rather a symptom of the underlying condition affecting their brain chemistry and emotional regulation. If you notice a loved one experiencing significant changes in their mood or behavior, approach the situation with empathy and encourage them to seek professional help. As we age, our personalities naturally evolve, but for individuals with dementia, these changes can be more dramatic and concerning. Imagine a once outgoing and social individual becoming withdrawn and isolated, or a kind and compassionate person becoming suspicious, irritable, or even aggressive. These personality shifts can be incredibly difficult for loved ones to witness and cope with. It's essential to remember that these changes are not intentional or a reflection of their true character, but rather a symptom of the underlying condition affecting their brain function and personality. If you notice significant and concerning changes in a loved one's personality, approach the situation with sensitivity and encourage them to seek professional evaluation. We all have days when we lack motivation, but for individuals with dementia, a loss of initiative can become a persistent and concerning symptom. Imagine a once active and engaged individual losing interest in their hobbies, passions, and social activities. They might withdraw from friends and family, neglect their appearance, and lose interest in things they once found enjoyable. This loss of initiative stems from the changes in the brain affecting motivation, executive function, and emotional regulation. It's not simply about being lazy or uninterested, it's about the brain losing its ability to initiate and engage in meaningful activities. If you notice a loved one withdrawing from life and losing interest in things they once loved, approach the situation with compassion and encourage them to seek professional help. So there you have it, the top 10 warning signs of dementia that you absolutely shouldn't ignore. Remember, early detection is key to better management and care. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, please don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional for a proper diagnosis and guidance. Dementia is a complex condition, and it's crucial to remember that you're not alone in this journey. There are resources available to help individuals with dementia and their families navigate the challenges and live fulfilling lives. Thank you so much for watching, and please share this video to help raise awareness about this important topic. Don't forget to subscribe for more informative videos on health and well-being. Take care of yourselves and each other.